Hello everyone, my name is Rishabh Mishra and I welcome you all to the second lecture of our series. As you all know that this series is dedicated towards people who want to learn German right from very beginning. Okay, so as you have seen our first video, that is on greetings and saying goodbyes. Now we'll be learning some fundamentals of the language. Okay, so tell me, if you want to learn any language, what is the fundamental building block of that language? Yes, it is its alphabets. So here we'll be learning German alphabets in today's lecture. Okay, so we'll be learning German alphabets. German alphabets. So in total there are 30 German alphabets. 30 German alphabets. Okay, out of which 26 alphabets are same as that of English language and we have 4 extra alphabets. So in total there are 30 alphabets, 26 are same as that of English language and 4 are different. Let me tell you what I am trying to convey. Okay, so here I am writing these A, B, C, D, E, F, G, okay, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So as you can see, we have 26 alphabets, same as that of English language and even in same order. Okay, but the difference is in their pronunciation. The difference is in their pronunciation. Okay, so what is the difference? Let us see here. Okay, okay, so this is the letter A and it is pronounced as A. B is pronounced as Be, Se, De, A, F, G, H, E, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay, now we'll be learning these alphabets, the pronunciation of the alphabets, starting with A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. Okay, L, M, N, O. The pronunciation of these 4 letters are same. Okay, so H, I, J. This is J. K, L, M, N, O. P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. Now, pay attention here. This letter is V. It is pronounced as V. The pronunciation of this letter V is V, and whenever we'll be using this word V, it has a pronunciation same as that of letter F. For example, let me tell you one thing. Okay, if I think that you have heard of this company, Volkswagen. Let me spell it for you. Volkswagen. Have you wondered why this letter V is pronounced as F in Volkswagen because it's a German company, and in Germany the letter V has a pronunciation as same as that of letter F. So it is not Volkswagen, it is Volkswagen. Okay. Similarly, there's one more word called Vogel. Okay. So Vogel means bird. We'll not say Vogel, we'll say Vogel. Okay. So we'll be learning all these things afterwards. Now, then V, after that, V, X, Epsilon, Z. So there are three important words here. First is this, second one is this, and third one is this. J has a pronunciation same as Y. Okay, this is called as yacht, but whenever J is used, the pronunciation will be same as that of letter Y. For example, if I have a word called this. In English, if we want to pronounce this, then we can say it's Jaka or something. But in German, this is pronounced as Jacke. Jacke. This means jacket. Jacke. This is Jacke because this letter J has a pronunciation same as letter Y. V has a pronunciation same as letter this F. And epsilon, this whenever Y is there, okay, it will be, the name of the letter is epsilon, but it has a pronunciation same as that of letter Y again. Okay. So these are three important letters that I need to tell you. After this, we have 4 extra letters, 4 extra alphabets. Okay, 4 extra alphabets apart from English language. Okay, what are these 4 extra alphabets? So first one is A with double dot, second one is O with double dot, third one is U with double dot, and this some beta kind of symbol is there. So these are 4 extra letters in German language. These 2 dots are known as umlaut. These are known as umlaut. A with umlaut, O with umlaut, U with umlaut, and this is known as SZ. Okay. In German, if we say, we'll say A mit umlaut, okay, O mit umlaut, U mit umlaut, and SZ. Okay. The pronunciation of this letter is A. The pronunciation of this letter is somewhat like E-Y-O. Eo. It's a tongue twister. You'll say Eo. For example, there's an example. Okay, I'll write it with blue pen. See, this letter has a pronunciation same as that of A. So we'll say bear. Bear. This means bear. Okay, this means bear. O with umlaut has a pronunciation of the letter as same as that Eo. Okay, so O with umlaut and L. Okay, this word is pronounced as Eol. This word is pronounced as Eol. Eol. Okay, this means oil. This means bear. Again, U with umlaut, it is pronounced as Ew. 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 Okay. For example, I have this letter M, U with umlaut, double L. This is mule. 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 Okay. Ew. Mule. And this letter means garbage. This word means garbage, but not letter, word. This word means garbage. This word means oil, and this word means bear. Next one is this. So it has a, this is called as S set. S set. Okay. It has a pronunciation same as that of letter double S. Same as that of letter double S. Okay. For example, when I say Fussball, 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 this means football. This means football. Fussball. I recommend you all, you just pause this video and copy it down. I hope you have done that. Now let us revise. Let us revise each and everything what we have learned till now. There are 30 alphabets, 26 alphabets are same as that of English language, 4 are extra alphabets starting with A to Z. We have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Epsilon, Z. We have 4 extra alphabets, A with umlaut, O with umlaut, U with umlaut and S set. A with umlaut is pronounced as A. On single A, if you pronounce simple A, it is pronounced as A, and A with umlaut is pronounced as A. O, simple O is pronounced as O, but O with umlaut is pronounced as AO. U is pronounced as U, but U with umlaut is pronounced as U. And this is S set, and it has a pronunciation same as that letter of double S. Same as that of double S. Okay. And I think you have copied it. So I'll rub this down. Okay. So now we'll be seeing the application of these alphabets. Okay. If you are at any place and if someone asks you your name, okay, maybe in a different country, maybe in a German country, let us assume you are in a German country, and the guy wants to ask your name, some guy wants to ask your name. He will ask your name in German language. You will answer that, okay, my name is this. But due to some language barrier, maybe he'll not get what you are saying. Okay, so what is the way to convey? Okay, he can ask you, okay, can you please spell it out, your name? Maybe if, for example, let me take my name. Okay, my name is Rishabh. Okay. Then if someone asks me that what is your name, so I'll say Rishabh. So he'll say, can you spell it out please? So what I'll say, R-I-S-H-A-B-H. He'll not get again. Why? Because this spelling is in English language, but we have to tell the spelling in German language. So what we'll be saying? We'll be saying R-E-S-H-A-B-H. This is my spelling in German language. It will not be R-I-S-H-A-B-H. It will be R-E-S-H-A-B-H. R-E-S-H-A-B-H. Done? Now, let us see some more things. Okay, so if someone asks me my name, okay, so he will ask me, wie heißen Sie? Okay, see, heißen, this word is pronounced as heißen. Just for example, I'm talking about this. So this is wie heißen Sie. What does this mean? This means, okay, this means what is your name? What is your name? The literal meaning is not same. If we go by literal meaning, this question asks that, okay, wie means how, heißen means to be called as, and Sie means you. If I combine these three words, if I combine, what I'm getting this as, okay, how are you called as? This is same as asking what is your name. Are you getting my point? So you can answer to this question as, okay, answer to this question is Ich heiße Rishabh. Okay, so meaning of this answer is, my name is Rishabh. My name is Rishabh. But if we go by literal meaning, this is not actually recommended, because sometimes you will not get exact meaning what the sentence wants to convey. Okay, it is a wrong practice, but just for, as we are learning these things, so just for learning purpose, I'll be breaking down the sentences into simple words. So first one is Ich, which means I. Heiße means to be called as, and this is my name. Okay, if I break it down, the literal meaning will be, I am called as Rishabh. I am called as Rishabh. So you can just pause the video and copy it down. I hope you have done that. Now, if someone asks you, okay, he asks your name, you said that, okay, so he asked you that wie heißen Sie? So I said, okay, Ich heiße Rishabh. Then he can ask the spelling of your name. So how can he ask you spelling of your name? What is the way to ask? So he can ask, können Sie das bitte buchstabieren? Können Sie das bitte buchstabieren? This means literal meaning. Again, I am going by literal meaning. Can you that please? And buchstabieren means to spell. Können Sie das bitte buchstabieren? Can you that please, and then to spell. So if I combine the meaning of this sentence, he is asking, can you spell, okay, can you spell that please? Yes, I'll say, okay, I can spell it out. Then I'll say, okay, my name is R-I-S-H-A-B-H. R-I-S-H-A-B-H. Okay, so anything you can answer. Okay, so if you want to answer any other thing, someone, okay, let's say I live in Bangalore. Okay, if someone asks you, where do you live? I say, I live in Bangalore. So he can ask me, can you spell it out? Yes, I can spell it out. It's B-A-N-G-A-L-O-R-A. This is the spelling of Bangalore. I hope you have copied it down. Okay, so this is the end of our today's lecture. We have learned alphabets, how to pronounce these alphabets, how to ask name, and how to spell it out. Okay, in next lecture we'll be learning about numbers. So if you like this video, click on like button, and if you have some friends who want to learn German, so you can recommend this channel to them and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.